Hello friends, greeting from Symptom Academy. In this video we are going to solve this J advanced question which is actually a quadratic expression, and we need to choose which of the following options is or are correct. Now the first analysis or the first roadmap that a student may build after seeing this problem is the entire question that the problem talks about, or the option talks about, f of x being positive, f of x having positive and negative values, having real or no real roots, touching a line. So this clearly indicates that this problem is based upon the nature of roots of the quadratic equation. Secondly, if we see terms like sin A minus sin B, cos A minus cos B, this indicates that this involves some kind of trigonometric transformation formulas, which is sin A minus sin B and cos A minus cos B, as you can see on your screen right here. Now, if we start the solution for this, we first need to find out what is the discriminant. So in order to find discriminant, which is nothing but d over here, we need to evaluate what is b square minus 4ac in this expression. Now as you can see, this entire term here is your b, a is obviously your 1 is your a, and this minus this term is equal to your c. So when we evaluate b square minus 4ac, I will not go into the calculation part. This term boils down to finally this expression, right? Now from this expression I need to find out whether my discriminant is positive or negative. Now let's analyze term by term. 8 root 2 is definitely a positive term, there is no doubt about that. Here root 3 minus root 2, now we know that root 3 is greater than root 2, hence root 3 minus root 2 is a positive term, so divided by 2 will also be a positive term. And sine of any angle which is positive, in fact this lies lesser than pi by 2, so this also becomes a positive term. So these two terms are positive. Now what about this term? Now root 3 plus root 2 by 2, this term is definitely, let's say I take an approximation. So this term approximately is 3 I would say 3.17 by 2, right? And this definitely is greater than pi by 2. Okay, so pi by 4 plus a term which is greater than pi by 2 will definitely result in a term which is between pi by 2 and pi. So this angle that we see over here is somewhere between pi by 2 and pi. Okay, and cos of any such angle which is between pi by 2 and pi, we know from the graph of the cos function that the term will be negative in nature. So this term from here to here will be negative in quantity, in sign, and these two will be positive in sign, and hence the resultant sign would be a negative sign. Hence your discriminant is a negative value, so my discriminant becomes less than 0. Now here your a is greater than 0 and discriminant is less than 0. That means this particular quadratic expression is somewhat like a hanging parabola, right? Because it does not have any real roots, and since a is greater than 0, it opens upwards. If it is hanging parabola, definitely option A will be correct, because in this case your y, that is nothing but your f of x, will always be positive for any real values of x, right? Then definitely option B is not correct, because it says f of x assumes negative values also, so that is not true. And option C, f of x equal to 0, has no real roots. That is correct, because as we can see, as we had analyzed before, that this was a hanging parabola, and hence this option is correct. And obviously if this is correct, this cannot be correct, because if it touches the line y equal to 0, that is nothing but x axis, then it must have two coincident real roots, which is not happening in this case. And hence in this problem option A and C are correct. Hope this is clear. Thank you so much for watching.